Hey jammers, I know you missed me because it's been a while that I haven't done any of the video for my YouTube channel, JaMoves, but here I am. I'm back after like, let's say 2 months. I wasn't able to do some of videos because I was really busy preparing for, the opening of the class for the online classes. Now we are now on week 2 and thank God we survived it. So I think I'm ready now to create or to have like a rebirth of my YouTube channel. And what a way to have a good start again by doing something academic, because first and foremost, maybe you've seen all of my videos, they're all fun adventures and pranks, but like, in all honesty, I'm an educator, I'm an ELA teacher. Anyway, what I'm going to share to you right now would be something that we are very familiar of. Every time we assign tasks for our students to do their writing, the first concern that we have would be something about plagiarism. And we never know where they got those answers, where they got their essays, be it like explanatory or something argumentative. So sometimes they would just, because they are in a hurry, so what they do, they will just copy it from the internet sources without proper citation and then giving credits to whoever, like the owner of that essay. So right now, what I'm going to share to you would be something academic and something that would help stopping or preventing plagiarism. So today, let's call this one as how to spot plagiarized work or how to prevent plagiarized work of students. Now, here on the screen, you can see that I'm in it. I'm using this kind of app, which we call TurnItin. So when you go to your Google browser, now just put there TurnItin, and then this should take you to the website. It says www.turnitin.com, and then click it. Let me just put this one down. Now, here's the thing. I'm just so lucky that I belong to a school district that bought the license of this, because sad to say, this is not a free, app for you to use. You need to buy it. So you have to have your like monthly or yearly subscription to this. Now, here in our district, we're taking advantage of all of the things that we have. One of the things that we are using is really Turnitin. Now, I was so excited to share this one to my counterparts in the Philippines, but I found out that this is not for free. But I encourage, like, especially for those that are in colleges or universities that are having their theses or research papers, that this is, I think, it's worth the price that you're going to pay. But anyway, so let's start. First things first, you have to create your account as an instructor. So let me just highlight that one there. Now, when you go to log in, because I have it already, but like what I've said, when you create an account, let me just put this one. There are a lot of ways to do that. It could be like something as a student, as teaching assistant, and as an instructor. So here, when you click it as an instructor, this is what I was saying earlier, that you can just, fill it out like any ordinary app that you have. Like, you have to ask your account administrator, and then they'll be the ones to give you that temporary username and password, and then you can recreate it, on your own. But like what I've said, I got already my account, so we don't have to go to this process. All right. Now, what I want to show you would be this one. Like when I go to log in, and then, for example, I'm going to use my, school email. And then, of course, I don't think you can see my password though. So, but here. All right. So basically, what Turnitin looks like is like this. When you have your account already as an instructor, you can create a class. The first thing that you have to do would be you are going to add a class. Like, for example, this week, I asked my student to be having their assessment grade, which is in the form of explanatory essay. So yeah, this is going to be helpful for me to check whether there are plagiarized work or there's none. All right. Here, you're going to name it. So what I'm going to put would be explanatory essay. All right, because we're going to explain and compare and contrast at the same time the stories that we have read about the Fall of House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe, and the other one is House Taken Over by Julio Cortázar. All right, so enrollment key, I just use my last name, and then the subject areas would be literature, and then student ages. I don't put specific age bracket to this because there are students that are already 18, or some of them are still advanced. So anyway, so the class would start on September 1st, and then the end would be, let's say, because they're gonna be with me only until September 26th. So that's what I'm going to put right here. And then when I submit it, okay, you gotta wait for, all right. So basically that's my class ID and the enrollment key. I think it's right there as well. So there's no need for me to copy that one. Anyway, now that we have created, the account for the explanatory essay, all you got to do next would be you're going to add an assignment. It's going to take time for a while. Let's just wait for that. And then, when you make that assignment, that's the time you're going to assign the title, and then how you're going to grade that, what should be in it. So it's right here. Look, let's do it. So when you do your assignment title, I'm going to put their explanatory essay. Maybe I'll say Unit 1, because this is the end of the unit assessment that we have. I don't have to put like a point value to that. So probably I'll just have to be using, it starts on, let's say, today. Let's have September 1st. Anyway, it's the Burr month, so that's why, if you notice, I'm wearing my Christmas shirt, because in the Philippines, the Burr month of September, that's the start of our Christmas season. So it's going to go for September, October, November, and December. So those are what you call the Burr months of the Philippines. So anyway, so let's start with the start date, and then you got the due date. It's due when? I said 4, so probably I can give an extension for like September 5th, especially for those that have the IEP. And then post date, probably we can do that one. Then when you go to optional settings, do you have to give instructions? I think no, because I'm going to explain it to them. So allow submissions after the due date, no, so I won't. And then similarity report, yes, of course, it's very important. So everything is in there. So I think we're good. Set source exclusion threshold. So I think, if there are 10 words would still be okay with me, but more than that, no. Here, and then we're going to submit that. There we go. And I think I got already, let's say, right here. So when you view it, Jan Soriano is already in the class. It's still myself, because I've created an account for it, like as a student. Then I'm going to show you later, let's say, what's the process of uploading it as a student, and if they could not do that, is it the end of of the story? No, because you, being the teacher, can still do that for them. And then if they refuse to do that, then at least you would find out, okay, this kid is having plagiarized work. That's why probably she or he doesn't like to do it for himself or for herself. So, there are a lot of intervention as a teacher. Anyway, so with that, I'm going to show you later, and that's going to be the end of our video. Hey, Jammer. Earlier, what I shared you is the perspective of a teacher. But now, let me show you, let's say, the things that, how students would view this one. For example, if they want to enroll the class, what would be the process? And what could be, let's say, the possible things that they have to undertake? For example, they're going to enroll in my class, and how are they going to turn in their essay? This time, I'm looking at the perspective of the students. So students, you have to follow this one. Here, for example, you were a freshman on this institution. So the thing is, if last year your teacher, taught you or probably made you an account, so all you got to do is just the very first thing, you just go to that, and then put your password, and then you can automatically log in, right? But if you don't have, or you forgot your password, when you forgot your password, just like any other app, you're gonna just have to click here, and then where it says forgot your password. But if you need some more help, then you can click here. But I think, you have your instructor, you have your teacher, then he can help you with that. If you don't recover your password, then you can, create your new user account. Okay, so let's try that one, because that's the thing that you're going to do for today. All right, just follow after me, and then if you know there are still confusion about this, then let me know. So here, you're gonna click it here, and then since you're going to be assigned to a particular class, then it means that you have to be a student in that class. So click it, and then of course you have to get the class ID from your teacher. So the class ID is the 24. Hold on. Yeah, the 8 digits that that was assigned to the class. Made by your teacher. So you've got to ask for that. So that's the class ID. So, like for example, for Mr. Soriano's class,
that's 262-70114.
And then the enrollment key is Soriano, right? And then, of course, that's the time that you can have your information on these blanks. So you can put, let's say, yeah, I'm going to use, JM for John Marlo. And then my last name would be, let's say, Alvarez. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then your email address, I'm going to use my personal email on this. Right. And I'm going to enroll myself as a student to my school email. And then you're going to just copy it and then post it. And then, of course, you have to have your password. So you just have to think of a password that would match to your interest or the thing that you'd like to have. So, for example, right here it says, please keep in mind that your password in case is sensitive. So it should be of different variety. So at least it has to be like 8 characters long. So let me use my password. And then you have to re-enter your password. And aside from that, remember what I showed you earlier, that if you ever forgot your password, there are a lot of ways to recover that. So one of those would be a secret question and answer combination. So for example, there are questions that, what song did you have, during your first slow dance? And maybe I can say, what was make and model of your first car? All right, and then the answer would be, but I don't mind. It's something, you don't know my password though. So let's say, I'll just put Pontiac. That was the first car I had. The brand is Pontiac. So, and then you're going to confirm that you're not a robot. So just click it. And then you have to agree. Let me see if it lets me. This email address entered is being used by another TurnItin user. Oh, yeah. So it will tell you, for example, if you have actually used that kind of email already, then you can just it will tell you that it's been used. So in other words, you have to recover that password. But just in case, it lets you log in, then that's a time that you can actually, go to the process and then submit your essay. So let's continue where we ended earlier. So like, for example, you have already your account. Now, if you noticed earlier, it did not let me get in because it says that I have already an account. But you know what? The thing is, if you are a new user to that account, it would automatically let you log in. But the thing is, it told me that I have already an account. So let me try that one. So I'm going to go to here on this side. Let me just highlight that one. It tells you to log in. All right, let me just put that video over there. So it says that I have already an account. That's my personal email. And then that's going to be the, I have to put in my password. Hopefully this one works because usually this is the password I use with that, email. Oh, there you go. Voila. It let me, get in to this TurnItin account. Now, this is how it looks like. If you're a student, you would see all of your classes because I tried it before, learning by doing. Aside from being the teacher, you have to act as if you're a student as well. So in this case, if you're a student, you would see right here that you're going to see that enroll in a class. When you click that, it asks for your class ID. So remember what the thing that I made earlier, that account. So that's the thing that you're going to ask from your teacher. So in this case, you have to have like 260-70914. And then the enrollment P is, Soriano, which is all lowercase. And then you're going to submit it. And then when you submit that, automatically you got already the class. See, as simple as that. Now that's where you're going to see your class right here. Now here, what if you're done with your essay and then you're going to turn it in? So if you see on my computer right now, I am logged in as a student with the name John Soriano. So I'm gonna turn in my essay, my explanatory essay. So I'm gonna click that class, and then let me just put, what happened? Oh, there you go. I'm gonna submit, click submit. So that's gonna be my first name because I'm enrolled to that class. And then I'm gonna click the title of my essay. So that's explanatory essay. Now on this part, it's either you're gonna get your file from the computer, from your Microsoft document, or if you have it in your Google Drive, just click it and then go to your drive. Right, I like using Google Drive because it saves automatically whatever file I have. Now you just have to, it's just like doing your Microsoft Words in your computer or any Microsoft document that you have, but it's now in a form of in Google, and it links to your Gmail. So it's on this folder, and then that's gonna be essay, and then I'm gonna click it, and then I'm going to upload it. You just have, it takes probably like a minute to do that. There you go. And then once it's submitted that way, you have to click confirm. And there you go. It's been submitted already to your teacher. So we've come to the fun part of having this turn it in, where we can see, let's say, the thing that I have turned in, and you're going to know how much percentage is the plagiarized work. So when you click that, I will just highlight it. All right, so that's my work. So that's under my same name with John Soriano as a student. So if I view it on the teacher's perspective, okay, you see, there are 91% similarities of the work coming from that. And where did this 91% come from? So when you click that, it will take you all the way to the link where the student got that plagiarized work or copied that from which source. And it will tell you, let's say it says it's submitted work from Utah Education Network for K-12. And then when you browse that, you will see everything, where it was plagiarized from. So I hope everything, that's something you can learn from us today. And I got a friend who is in a call right now. Where's she at? Show. There she is. What do you want to say, ma'am? You're muted. Say something.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
They told me to mute my microphone.
I'm sorry though. Now, so the thing is, do you think this, how to say that, TurnItin is really helpful for us as
It is. As English teachers, yeah.
It's already
It makes your life easier though.
You're right. All right, so I think we're leaving right now. So we're gonna say goodbye. Until next time, Jammers. Bye. Thanks, Ren, for the help. Basically, that's it, Jammers. Until next time, I hope you have learned something. But you know what? In that case, you can actually upload a single file. You being the instructor, if the student refuses to do that, then you can do it for them. But I want them to learn for themselves. So I hope everything is clear to you now. And until next time, I hope you keep on subscribing to my channel. It's been not working for a while. It's been hibernating for a while. But this time it's gonna work, and we're gonna do it for full throttle. All right, bye. See ya.